Mitch, buddy, I just got your new stimulus check, $600. That's very generous of you, my friend. Tell you what, me and the guys pooled our money together and we got you a present. That's right, new car. Go ahead, buddy, give it a test drive.
See you later, guys.
Have a good one. See you tomorrow.
القول قول الصوارم كي تسترد الماء.
Don't go too far. Birds! Look, Mommy, there's birds! That's your daughter. You know she gets that from you.
I was born on a Dublin street where the Lyle drums.
Today I'm gonna talking about the IRA, as for the Irish Republican Army. The Republican paramilitary organization, founded in 1919, seeking the establishment of a republic, the end of British rule in Northern Ireland, and the reunification of Ireland. The IRA used armed force to achieve the same objectives as Sinn Féin, or is called ourselves in Irish, though the two operated independently. After the establishment of the Irish Free State in 1922 as a dominion in the British Commonwealth, the IRA refused to accept its legitimacy, and violence continued despite the IRA ceasefire that ended the Civil War of 1922 to 1923. The IRA was declared illegal in 1931, and the Irish legislature provided for interment with a trial for its members. After the declaration of the Republic of Ireland and its departure from the Commonwealth in 1949, IRA activity focused on Northern Ireland. It gained popular support there in 1960s when the Roman Catholics in Northern Ireland began a civil rights campaign against discrimination by the dominant Protestant majority. In 1969, the IRA split into Marxist official wing, which eschewed violence, and the provisionals. In 1972, everything changed when 30 people were shot dead and 14 fatally wounded after the British opened fire on the crowds demonstrating in Delhi and Londonderry, Northern Ireland, against anti-Catholic discrimination. In 1979, Lord Mountbatten, whom are the cousin of to the Prince Philip, and with his 3 members of his holiday, died after the IRA blew up his ship. In 1987, the IRA carried out almost 300 shootings and bombing attacks, killing 31 RUC, UDR, and British Army personnel and 20 civilians, while injuring 100 security forces and 115 civilians. In 1919, IRA attacks killed 30 soldiers and RUC members and injured 340. The IRA used terror tactics against Ulster Protestants and the British military tactics. On 24th April 1993, when the Provisional Irish Republican Army, or the IRA, detonated a truck bomb in London's financial district in Bishopsgate, City of London, England. 1 person was killed in the explosion and 44 injured, costing £350 million in that damage. After 1 year, the IRA declared a ceasefire, and its political representatives were included in multi-party talks beginning in 1997. Negotiations produced the 1998 Good Friday Agreement, or Belfast Agreement. in which the IRA agreed to decommission and disarm. A few days after the IRA made peace with the UK, a group of RII, or Royal Irish Republican Army, a group that split in the provisional IRA by descendant members after the IRA peace with UK. They turned the bomb in the center of Northern Irish City and killed 29 people, 200 to 300 injured. A year later, car bomb explodes outside BBC's London headquarters. Police says the real IRA, a Republican splitter group opposed to the IRA's ceasefire, was behind the blast. One man was wounded. The British government suspended the Northern Ireland Assembly in 20 and again in 22. When the power-sharing arrangement between different groups collapsed, largely over the IRA's continued existence and refusal to fully decommission its weapons. In the ensuing years, the IRA destroyed some of its weapons, but resisted decommissioning its entire armory, hampering implementation of the peace agreement. In July 2005, however, the IRA announced that it was ending its arms campaign and instead would pursue other peaceful means to achieve its objective. According to Armed Struggle, The History of IRA by Professor Richard English, the IRA caused about 1,800 deaths between 1966 and 2001, about half of all fatalities in the conflict. Famous IRA attacks are
Come on, shake like and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won with us down in Flanders. And the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes up hill the Chandra. Come, let us hear you tell how you slammed the great Parnell when you taught them well and truly persecuted. What are the sneers and jeers that you loudly let us hear when our leaders of 16 were executed? Come out, shibboleth and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won down in Flanders. And how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Killishandra.
First, Omagh bombing on August 15, 1998, was a car bombing in the town of Omagh in County Tyrone, Northern Ireland, United Kingdom. It was carried out by a group calling themselves the Royal Irish Republican Army, or Royal IRA, a provisional Irish Republican Army, IRA, splitter group who opposed the IRA's ceasefire and the Good Friday Agreement signed earlier in that year. The bombing killed 29 people and injured some 220 others, making it the deadliest single incident of the troubles in the Northern Ireland. Telephone warnings, which did not specify the actual location, had been sent almost 40 minutes beforehand, but the police inadequately moved people toward the bomb. The bombing caused outrage, both locally and internationally, support on the Northern Ireland peace process, and dealt a severe blow to the Senate Irish Republican campaign. The real IRA denied that the bomb was intended to kill civilians and apologized shortly after. The group declared a ceasefire. The victims include people of many backgrounds and ages, like Protestants, Catholic, 6 teenagers, 6 children, a woman pregnant with twins, 2 Spanish tourists, and others on their trip from the Republic of Ireland. Both Unionists and Irish nationalists were killed and injured as a result of bombing. New anti-terrorism laws were swiftly enacted by both United Kingdom and Ireland. Second, the death of Lord Mountbatten on August 27, 1979. Lord Mountbatten and 3 members of his holiday party died after the IRA blew up his boat.
Oh, these aren't homemade. They were made in a factory. A bomb factory. They're bomb.
Lord Mountbatten was killed at the height of the Troubles, which was still raged on for another 19 years before the Good Friday Agreement was signed, and nationalist and loyalist ceasefire were initiated. Mountbatten was also an easy target. The bomb had been placed in his unguarded boat the night before his murder. He had been vacationing in the Irish town of Moorachmore throughout the 1930s and had refused security detail despite repeated threats from the professional IRA to assassinate him. Mountbatten had declared, "Who the hell would want to kill an old man anyway?" Third, Downing Street motor attack. The Downing Street motor attack was carried out by the Professional Irish Republican Army, or the IRA, on 7 February 1991. The IRA launched 3 homemade mortar shells at 10 Downing Street, London, the headquarters of the British government, in an attempt to assassinate Prime Minister John Major and his work cabinet, who were meeting to discuss the Gulf War. One of the 140 pounds or 64 kilograms mortar shells exploded in the back garden of number 10, yards from the cabinet office. Due to the bomb-resistant windows, none of the cabinet were hurt. 4 other people received minor injuries, including 2 police officers. The other 2 shells all shot Downing Street and landed on the green nearby. What's the point for fighting? The IRA purpose was to use armed force to render British rule in Ireland ineffective and thus to assist to achieving the broader objective of an independent republic, which was pursued at the political level by Sinn Féin and the Irish Nationalist Party. Types of IRA attacks. It used guerrilla tactics against the British Army and are used in both rural and urban areas and carry out a bombing campaign in Northern Ireland and England against military, political and economic targets and the British military targets in Europe.
Music.
again.